India has reported the world's highest daily tally of COVID-19 infections for a second day, surpassing 330,000 new cases as it struggles with a health system overwhelmed by patients. The Health Ministry reported deaths in the past 24 hours also jumped to a record 2,263, while officials across northern and western India, including the capital New Delhi, warned most hospitals were full and running out of oxygen. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, whose government has been criticised for relaxing virus curbs too soon, has met chief ministers of the worst affected states to discuss the crisis. The US military is sending airborne assistance to aid Indonesia's search for a missing submarine with 53 people on board. Indonesian authorities estimate they have just hours left to find the Navy submarine before the oxygen on board runs out. The KRI Nanggala 402 disappeared on Wednesday during exercises off the coast of Bali, sparking a frantic search to locate the stricken vessel. At least 6 warships, a helicopter and 400 people have since been involved in the search. Singapore and Malaysia have dispatched ships to the area, and Australia, France and Germany have also offered assistance. Scores of people have been injured in clashes in East Jerusalem between far-right Jewish activists, Palestinians and Israeli police. The violence erupted as police tried to keep Palestinians and ultra-nationalist Jewish protesters apart. It follows nights of confrontations in the Israeli-occupied sector amid rising nationalist and religious tensions. The Palestinian Red Crescent said at least 100 Palestinians were injured, while police said 20 officers were hurt. More than 50 people were arrested. Tensions in East Jerusalem have escalated since the start of the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. Russia's defense ministry has announced it has begun returning troops from Crimea to their permanent bases after they took part in military exercises. The ministry released a video showing servicemen loading military vehicles on flat platforms and boarding a cargo plane. Russia announced on Thursday it was ordering troops back to base from the area near the border with Ukraine, apparently calling an end to a build-up of tens of thousands of soldiers that had alarmed many Western countries. Thousands of people have gathered at the main square in Chad's capital, N'Djamena, to pay their respects to the late President Idriss Déby. Mourners included French President Emmanuel Macron and a host of African presidents and prime ministers. Mr. Déby's son, Mahamat Idriss Déby, joined the world leaders in the front row as the coffin draped in the national flag of Chad arrived for the ceremony. His death was announced a day after election officials said he had won a 6th term in office. Some incredible scenes next of the northern lights from a city called Fairbanks in Alaska. It's not even the season to view the natural phenomenon, but the aurora borealis has been seen in all its spectacular glory, lighting up the night sky. The amazing scenes happen due to solar wind, when electrically charged particles spew outward from the sun. And finally, a dog in Utah has become an overnight track sensation after she joined this varsity race relay. Named Holly, she passes each of the contestants at the final stage of the 4x200 relay before finally chasing Gracie Laney on the final stretch. She nearly trips Laney at the finish line, but that doesn't detract from the achievement, with Holly the dog clocking 10.5 seconds for the final 100 metres. That's just 1 second behind Usain Bolt's record. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel studios in Lagos.